to the show with everything you could ever want to make
Right at your fingertips.
I'm Naomi.
And I'm Tim. And here's what's coming up on today's show. We show you how to transform an old pair of jeans into a handy fingertips clothing caddy.
Find out if Tim can beat the clock in today's 1 minute make.
And in Food Fingertips, we show you how to frighten your friends with these delicious freaky fruits.
And for details of lots of great fingertips makes, you can check out our website, address at the end of the show.
But first, the Fingertips Jellyfish wind chime. It looks great, it's simple to make, and its relaxing chimes tinkle in the breeze. Can you hear something, Naomi?
No.
Listen.
Oh, yeah.
Over there, Naomi.
These beautiful creatures are Fingertips Jellyfish wind chimes, and they're so easy to make.
We've given them a Fingertips difficulty rating of just 2. So, see if you can make one.
So, firstly, you need to cut a plastic cup in half around the middle like that, and then in the bottom, carefully snip a little cross. Now that can be quite fiddly to do, so you might want to get some help. And then in the other end, use a hole punch to make a ring of about 12 holes all the way around, trying to make these evenly spaced. Now when you've done that, you need to take a piece of string about 75 centimetres long and thread a piece through each hole that you've punched and tie it in a couple of knots to secure it to the cup.
When you've made all 12 holes, tied string through them all and added a piece at the top, you should end up with something a bit like this. Now it's time to make the body part, and you do this by taping newspaper around the plastic cup. Add lots of newspaper all the way around until you end up with a nice round body part, like this one. Now you need to paper mache over the top of the newspaper using white tissue paper and PVA glue. Just add a little piece at a time.
And when the body has been covered and it's dried, you then need to get some dried pasta pieces and thread them onto the string in any order that you like. And you need to almost fill each string tentacle with pasta pieces. And when you've done that, leave a length of about 5 centimetres at the end and tie a knot to stop that pasta falling off, like that. And you can also thread some pasta pieces on this string at the top if you like.
When all the pasta tentacles are complete, you can paint them any colour you fancy. The colours you see on real jellyfish work particularly well. And then you can paint the body part too. A base colour of pink works very well. And then you can add any details that you like.
And we've added some nice spots to ours. That looks brilliant, doesn't it? Next you need something unusual, one of these, a shower scrunchy thingamajig. And you need to unravel it so you get a tube of netting like that. Now don't worry if you haven't got one of these lying around your house, you can pick up packs of them in pound shops. Now you need to measure it so it's a bit shorter than the length of your pasta tentacles, and then at one end take some scissors and you need to cut up, snipping all the way around like this, so that you get some strips. So do this all the way around, it can be quite fiddly. Take your time. And when you've finished, you just need to glue or tape this underneath the cup at the top.
And when that's done, you can attach some glittery shells to the end of the string and hang it up.
And you can make them in lots of different colours. How about this lovely tranquil blue one with a little felt frill?
Or what about this beautiful orange one with little bells on the end, ready to tinkle?
So now all we need to do is make our wind chimes chime. Here it comes.
Lovely, gentle fingertips jellyfish.
Music to my ears. So, to make a fingertips jellyfish wind chime, cut a plastic cup in half across the middle. Then very carefully cut across in the top. Punch a ring of about 12 holes around the bottom edge. Then thread a piece of string about 75 centimetres long with a knot at the end through each hole. Thread more string through the top so that you can hang your wind chime up. Now tape scrunched up newspaper to the cup so you have a nicely rounded body part. Then paper mache over the newspaper with white tissue and PVA glue. When that's dry, thread different pasta shapes onto the string in whatever order you like and tie some knots so the pasta won't fall off. Paint your jellyfish however you like. Then snip the ends of an unravelled shower scrunchie and tape or glue this underneath the cup at the top. And there it is. And you could even add some shells to the tentacles too. This is Makeover Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you how to make something by recycling stuff that you probably find around your home. So what about these? Some decorative odds and ends, fabric glue, a coat hanger and some old jeans. There's some lurking at the bottom of every wardrobe, isn't there? Well, with a bit of fingertips know-how, we're going to show you how to transform these into this, a fingertips clothing caddy. Just hang it up and use it to store all your essential bits and bobs. And we give the clothing caddy a fingertips difficulty rating of 4. It can be quite involved, but it's well worth the effort. Take a pair of old jeans and cut the legs off. Then cut the front section away from the back, but avoid cutting the pockets. You will now have 2 legs, a top section front and a top section back. Now cut 2 narrow strips from the top of the legs and attach them with split pins to either side of the top section, like this. And these will be used to hang your clothing caddy up. Next, glue the 2 leg sections together side by side with a small overlap. And place the top section front onto the top of the legs. At the join, place the top section back onto the legs. And finally, fold up the remainder of the legs like this, just under the pockets. Now glue everything into position and decorate with your bits and bobs. The belt loops are really useful for hanging things like key rings. And check this out, there are 2 long hidden secret pockets on the back of the caddy. And when you've finished decorating, it should look something like this. And all you need to do now is use those loops that you added earlier to attach it to a coat hanger. And we've decorated this coat hanger using 3D paint from a craft shop. So now all you need to do is hang up your clothing caddy. They're great, aren't they? And there are all sorts of designs you can do. This one is made from an old t-shirt, and we've given it a nautical theme and added miniature pegs, perfect for gripping photos. Or this one, which is made from an old nightdress, added home to my favourite pet dog, Stevie. You're right in there. So why not have a go? Cut up some jeans and make a fingertips clothing caddy.
Got a minute?
Because this is the part of the programme where we show you something that will take under a minute to make using odds and ends that you find around the house.
Today it's my turn to make.
And it's my turn to time.
And this is what you're going to need.
Absolutely loads of stuff. No, we're not going to tell you what it is, so see if you can guess along the way. Are you ready, Tim?
I'm ready and waiting, Naomi, but let me tell you, there's not much room for manoeuvre on this one.
Oh dear, that sounds like a clue.
It is.
Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, let's do it!
OK, you need a big red square of felt and then the insides of an old cushion or alternatively some old rags, and just gather up the 4 corners and then the new 4 corners that are created as well.
10 seconds gone.
Just bunch it all up in the middle like this. That's perfect. Right. And then you need an elastic band, which I'm just going to wrap around the top like this, and I'm going to double it up.
20 seconds you've had.
OK, that's not too bad. One more over the top like that. Now if I turn it with the elastic band on the downward side and pop it on top of the bucket.
Half a minute.
Like so. Now all I need to do is take some circles of white felt, which I've pre-cut, dab on some PVA glue and pop those
20
on top
seconds
like
left,
this.
Tim.
Oh wow, I'm doing well.
Oh, are you?
One more on there, I think so. Put another one on there.
5 seconds left.
Ooh. One more on the back.
10.
2 to go.
9.
Here we go.
8,
1. And last
7,
but not least.
6.
1
5.
more and stop the clock.
With
How
4
about
seconds
that?
to spare. 56 seconds. And what is it?
Well, it's a fingertips toadstool. A stool you sit on. Get it? Toadstool?
Oh, you're such a fun guy.
Brilliant. Now, I'll tell you what the best thing is, Naomi. If I pop it down here and lift off the top bit that you sit on, it reveals a secret compartment where you can store all your various bits and bobs. How great is that? And of course, if you've got more than a minute, then you can really go to town with all these various designs. Look at this one, a strawberry toadstool, made using an old sheet. We've even done some grass detail at the bottom there. Or what about this gnome's cottage, with a dishcloth door and windows, and this brilliant cotton wool smoking chimney.
So try beating the clock yourself.
And make your very own fingertips toadstool.
In under a minute. This is Food Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you food that's fun to make and great to taste. And today we're going to be showing... Oh! Tim, you scared me half to death.
Sorry, I was just getting into the spirit of today's spooky sweet treats.
And are you ready to come face to face with them?
These are edible pumpkins. Made out of oranges.
Yep, and inside are frozen blood-coloured treats made out of fruit. Mmm, scarily good.
Frozen treats to freak out your friends, and we give orange pumpkins a fingertips difficulty rating of 2. So why not get carving?
To make orange pumpkins, all you need is an orange and some red-coloured fruit juice, like cranberry.
Begin by washing your fingertips, and to start making your orange pumpkin, cut the top off your orange and set this piece to one side because you're going to need it later. Then scoop out the innards of the orange and place them into a bowl like this, and you should be left with a nice hollow orange.
Once you've scooped everything out, use your orange innards to make the blood-curdling filling. To do this, take your red fruit juice and pour enough into the bowl to cover the orange innards. Then you need to give this mixture a good stir. Now, I'm using cranberry juice, but a fingertips top tip is to just use a couple of drops of red food colouring and add this to some orange juice to give it a blood red colour.
Next, on the hollowed out orange, you need to carve a Halloween pumpkin face. So start by drawing your design on the outside of your orange. Do 2 little triangle eyes and an upside down triangle mouth as well. Like that. Now you need to cut these shapes out to get holes. This bit can be a little bit fiddly, so it's best to take your time and ask an adult to help you.
When the face is done, it should look something like this. Ooh, it's pretty frightening. Now you need to fill it up with the blood-curdling mixture using a spoon. Just stick it all in there like that and fill it right the way to the top. Now, press it down with your spoon and pop the peel lid back on top. Just put the whole thing in the freezer for a few hours. When it's ready, you should find that the innards have frozen solid, and you can test this by tapping them with a spoon. Let the frozen insides thaw slightly before you eat them. And now you're ready to freak out your friends.
And you can even do other creepy fruit. How about a manic melon, a loathsome lemon, or a lip-curling lime? So why not freeze up some spine-tingling, frighteningly fresh frozen treats?
They'll really give you the shivers.
That's it for today.
Don't forget to check out the Fingertips website. The address is on the screen right now.
And we'll see you again very soon for more Fingertips.
See ya.
Bye.